Hi everyone, so today we're taking a look at Mordheim City of the Damned. This is an early access title currently available for PC and on Steam. Now, Mordheim City of the Damned is a computerised version of the Warhammer tabletop game from Games Workshop. This is a title that's been around for many years within the Games Workshop family, but we've never really had it brought into a digital realm before. So what are they offering? Well, they're offering 3 warbands currently as part of the early access. A warband management system, so you can add weaponry and equip your various characters within your warband. 2 procedurally generated maps and 2 unique maps. The Battle for Victory, which is basically classic deathmatch, last man standing kind of stuff. And 4 tutorials that go over those core game mechanics. Now within the warbands, the 3 that they've added so far are the Sisters of Sigma, the Human Mercenaries from the Empire, which are basically Reichlanders, and then the Skaven. Now, anyone who's ever played Mordheim City of the Damned, you'll be familiar with these particular factions. There are some other factions to add. I would expect the Chaos to be added in there as well. Now, this is a turn-based strategy game, where you will have to move around the map strategically, keeping one eye out for your opponent and making sure you position all of your characters in just the right way to hopefully either defend or support each other whilst you're making your attacks or being attacked themselves. Now there's a great deal of variety here within the archetypes within each team. You've got everything from your spellcasting wizards to your hand-to-hand combat specialists and even giant ogres. All of this is very much in the vein of World of Warcraft, and they've done a really good job even during this early access to have all of these characters feeling like they meet the Games Workshop classic archetypes. Even the silhouette of the models feels like just something you could pick up in a Games Workshop store and then paint yourself, for instance. Now this is really early days for this early access title. There's an awful lot missing, the tuning's not particularly great, and it is absolutely riddled with bugs. But this is some of the most fun I've had in a strategy game of this type for quite a while, actually since XCOM. This game does share an awful lot of similarities with the XCOM games. Obviously XCOM was a Game of the Year in 2012, and so copying its lineage would certainly not be a bad thing for any developer. But they've managed to infuse it with the Games Workshop world, well, and vice versa in many respects, and together it's starting to feel like a pretty good combination. City of the Damned is a great tabletop game, and now mixed with the game mechanics they've come up with here to kind of recreate that feel of the physical board game, we've got something that really does feel quite special. We'll have to see how City of the Damned expands over this next 6-month period or so, but things do look good for this game. Certainly it would be one well worth checking out if either A, you like XCOM style games, B, you're a fan of Games Workshop, and C, you kind of like to see how those two things would be brought together. Mordheim City of the Damned is looking really good so far, and I honestly think this could be next year's big strategy game, and certainly one that I think will really enthuse the Games Workshop fans. We have had some pretty dire Games Workshop games over the years. Things do seem to be turning a corner for 2015, where we'll actually have some pretty good titles out there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget you can pledge $1 a month on Patreon to help support the Androidizen, keeping us 100% independent, an honest opinion direct from the UK. If you pledge $1 a month, you'll be entered into our prize pool to win cool items from our review bag. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. We love to chat.